Zora Neale Hurston's Their Eyes Were Watching God is a coming-of-age novel set in the late 1920s and early 1930s in an all-black town in Central Florida. In the introduction, Janie Mae Crawford returns home to Eatonville, where local residents or porch sitters gossip about why she's come back without her husband. Phoebe Watson, Janie's best friend, visits her to find out, and Janie tells her her life story. In the rising action, Janie explains that she was raised by her grandmother, Nanny, first in a house in the backyard of a white family, the Washburns, and then in a house Nanny owned. Before the Civil War, Nanny had been a slave and had a daughter, Leafy, by the plantation master who raped her. After slavery was abolished, Nanny was hired to care for the Washburns' grandchildren. Janie's mother, Leafy, was also raped by a white school teacher when she was 17. She gave birth to Janie and ran away. Nanny raises her granddaughter in the all-black community, and Janie didn't realize she was black, in the sense of inferior, until she was 6 years old. When Janie is 16, Nanny sees her kissing a boy and decides it's time for Janie to get married. Nanny wants to protect Janie from having a child out of wedlock, so she arranges for her to marry a local potato farmer, Logan Killicks. Her new husband's neither attractive nor romantic, and the following year, Janie meets the well-dressed Joe Starks, who flatters her and promises her a better life. Smitten, Janie leaves Logan Killicks and runs away with Joe Starks. Starks is an ambitious man with big dreams who wants to help develop Eatonville and become a leader in the all-black community. He opens a store and establishes a post office. He becomes a landlord and is elected mayor. But as a husband, he's strict and controlling. After 20 years of marriage, Janie and Starks grow apart. When he falls ill and dies, Janie becomes landlord and owner of the store. Janie mourns, but also enjoys a new sense of freedom. She meets Virgil Tea-Cake Woods. Tea-Cake is younger than Janie, but they have a connection, and Janie falls in love with him. Tea-Cake and Janie marry and move to the Everglades. When a hurricane hits the area, they flee to higher ground from the Okeechobee floods. During the storm, Tea-Cake saves Janie from a rabid dog, but is himself bitten in the process. Tea-Cake comes down with rabies and goes slowly mad. In the climax of the novel, Tea-Cake becomes so crazed that he tries to shoot Janie, and she's forced to shoot Tea-Cake to save her own life. In the falling action, Janie's put on trial for murder, but she's found not guilty by an all-white jury. After Tea-Cake's funeral, Janie decides to leave the Everglades because she misses him so much. She returns to Eatonville. In the resolution of the novel, Janie finishes telling her story to Phoebe and feels at peace with her life, filled with memories of the people, places, and experiences she has had.